In Lesson 4.4, we're going to talk about greatest common factor. So, what does that mean? Well, a common factor is a number that goes in evenly to both numbers. So the greatest common factor, or we use the term GCF to stand for that, of two or more numbers is the biggest number. That is a common factor. So, using lists of factors, so they already did this for 48 and 64 for you. So list all the factors of 48 and 64, and they did this. So circle the common factors. So the ones they have in common are 1, 2, they don't both have a 3, but they both have a 4, 6, no, 8, yes, 12, no, 16, 24, 48, no, that's it. So the greatest one that they both had is 16. So all the common factors are 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16, and the GCF is just the biggest one out of those. So now you're going to try the quick check, and they're giving you pairs of numbers, and they listed them out using a list. You can use a factor pocket if you'd like to use that as well, and tell me what the GCF of those numbers are. So pause the video, try those quick checks, and then when you're ready, move on. Okay, so you're going to do that for all three of those sets of numbers. Okay, so now we can do this using the division ladder, finding the GCF of 84 and 90. So let's go ahead and try that. First, they're dividing by 2. So 84 divided by 2 is 42. And 90 divided by 2 is 45. So we're dividing by 2 because I know that 2 is going to go into both of those numbers because they're both even. Next, they're choosing to divide by 3 because 3 also goes into 42 and 45 evenly. 3 goes into 42 14 times and into 45 15 times. 14 and 15 have no common factors other than 1. So now you multiply the common factors. 2 times 3 gives you 6. So this number is actually your GCF. Okay, so if you had made factor pockets for each of these, 84 and 90, 1 and 84, 2 and 42, 3 and 14, 4 and 21, 5 is not going to work, but 6. Oh, whoops. 3 doesn't go in 14 times. 3 goes into 84. 3 into 84, 2, 28 times. Then 4 is 21. 5 doesn't work, but 6 is 14. 7 works. Right? 7 into 84 goes in 12 times. 8 does not work. 9 does not work. 10, no. 11, no. And 12. So I'm there. That's a big pocket. Ooh, sorry about that. 90. It's a little bit easier. 1 and 90, 2 and 45, 3 and 30. 4 does not work, but 5 will go in 18 times. 6 goes in 15 times. 7 does not work, 8 does not work, and 9 goes in 10 times. And then I start repeating. So now, looking at the common factors, I have 1, I have 2, I have 3, don't have 4, I have 6, and that's it. So you can see, going about it the long way too, you'll still get 6 as your GCF. So we can also make this work using a factor tree. I'm going to have to make all this writing go away, so pause the video if you need to write that down before I scroll. Alright, so now using a factor tree, we're going to do the same thing. 28 is 2 and 14. 14 is 2 and 7. So 2 times 2 times 7. 42 is 2 times 21, and 21 is 3 times 7. So 2 times 3 times 7, and 2 and 2, and 7, 7, those are your common factors. So again, you want to multiply your common factors. 2 times 7 is 14, so the GCF of these two numbers is 14. You can certainly use pockets to do this as well. So whatever method you like best, we're just showing you different options. So now you're going to try the quick check problems, find the GCF of the numbers given, using any of the methods presented, and we'll check your work in class.